when there was a fuel crisis, the fuel prices dropped. So they started.
So that bit away from
LVG. That's also this is old Warden flying.
So this gentleman, Barry worked on.
Oh right, we're just relating to it, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is this construction. I mean, World War construction came through right way through to the Tiger Moth. Really, I mean, the construction is very similar. Wooden spruce construction. They've Old Warden had the story is Old Warden had this. It was part of the Nash collection, wasn't it? And Nash donated it to the nation through the Royal Aeronautical Society. Old Warden somehow finished up with it, kept it flying, and then the RAF Museum have taken it on charge now. It's sad to see it no longer flying. Daimler-Benz engine, by the way, rare, very rare motor. Sad to see it not flying, but there again, it's such a rare machine. But it's the last. It was virtually the last original World War German aircraft flying. And when they found that when they took the when they investigated the rear decking, it got like a Fablon material. They put a Fablon material on the back, non-original. But the lozenge camouflage fabric, Old Warden had that printed specially. You know, it cost a fortune to get it done. And of course, as you know, it was doped as well, clear doped. But like all these fabrics, they deteriorate with the sun's rays. There's no longevity in them at all. Yeah, it is. It's some parts of it, isn't there? It's been there some years, hasn't it? Because they had the Mars Mohawk here as well, didn't they? Lindbergh's Mohawk, didn't they?
Yeah, because that Mohawk one will show it's Hendon, didn't it? It's in the...
Yeah.
That's disappeared now, hasn't it?
Has it vanished, has it? Yeah.
Well, it's in storage, yeah.
Yeah, that's got quite a history, that aircraft, hasn't it?
Yeah, because it's only on show for a couple of years,
I'll tell you what, when it crashed the first time, it was virtually matchwood, and whoever rebuilt that, yeah, it was amazing.
Oh, it's an albatross.
LVG. LVG. It used to be to Old Warden lorry.
Oh, it looks similar to
Yeah,
that.
very similar. Daimler-Benz engine.
Yeah, same engine.
Yeah. Lovely old motor, isn't it? This was the last World War I German aeroplane flying, World War I machine, yeah. But they've grounded it now. It's too rare, really. I've just had a chat with the apprentices around there, around the back there, making the little Spitfires, the model Spitfires.
And they can see all the little brackets.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. All old skills, aren't they? These are all wood and aluminium.
See the work in this one.
Yeah, I know, it's incredible.
There was a program in the Midlands today that did a thing on this.
Yeah.
They were saying that the way it's constructed, so if you get localised damage,
Yeah.
it doesn't wreck
The
the frame. It's
course,
like encapsulated.
Barnes Wallis designed the geodetic structure on this, didn't he? Yeah, Barnes Wallis, the chap who did the bouncing bomb. It's wonderful, strong though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very clever.
So Steve, how quickly we used to knock these out.
I know. Yeah.
Looking for it.
But they're complex, aren't they? When you look at them, too. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of women used to do the fabric work, Laurie.
Oh, they're more dexterous. for that,
Yeah.
aren't
But the stringers on it, so they're not straight, are they? Right? I mean, looks like they've done every part, don't they? And of course, the wooden strips on there, so they could tack the fabric on. It's a feat of engineering, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can imagine that they've been shot up, and the strength in it.
Yeah.
I know.
You said
Yeah.
them stringers ain't straight, but it just shows you how fussy we are.
No, exactly. Yeah. First thing I noticed that. So he must have been located so the wings looks, Laurie.
Yeah.
So he's locating the wings. And the wooden strips is where they tack the fabric onto.
Anyway, Barry, what was the answer to the question about the fabric?
Well, basically, yes, it is Irish linen. And I said to him, well, it's stored inside, so in all fairness, you're going to get 20 years out of it.
Yeah.
So the management have obviously thought, well, it's original finish. And we'll keep it to Irish linen.
Yeah.
He was saying that they had to, the dope, which is red taunting dope, they've had to get specially made because it was originally Titanine Docker, a company called Docker in Birmingham used to make it. We used to get it at Baggington. They've had to have all the dope made up for it as well. I've been talking to them lads doing them little Spitfires, those little aluminium Spitfires. They're apprentices for the, not employed by the RAF, employed by civilian organisation.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
And have you managed to get, you can get a camera in here?
Yeah, sure.
And on the shelving behind, look, there's loads of stuff
Oh,
off
loads
the
of bits and
Wellington
pieces,
Hampden.
yeah.
And the Hampden wings, I think, are stored.
They've done a lot of work on this, haven't they? I mean, a lot of detail work. All the
Yeah, because there was corrosion.
Yeah.
The idea was they found corrosion on, so they had to
I'm not
strip it off.
surprised, yeah.
And he said when the ladies used to make this, used to stitch it individually.
Oh,
stitch
yeah.
by stitch.
The thing was, what you got to remember, Dave, is when they built these, they weren't made to last more than, say, 20 missions at that.
Yeah.
So they didn't do any corrosion proofing.
No.
East Kirby's Lancaster, they're doing the fin at the moment, and they found corrosion in the fin post because they didn't put any zinc chromate on them, you see.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't needed. It was a wartime bomber. Notice the stringers all over the place, aren't they?
Yeah.
As you look down there. Wonderful
So
piece of
what's your
restoration,
impression
though.
then, Harry?
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I mean, it's lovely to see this work carried out. If I was close by, I'd be here every day, I think.
Yeah.
But you know, having seen it as it was originally,
Yes.
I must get Laurie to go down to London, not London Colney, at Weybridge,
Yes.
Westland Lysander, because they've got a Wellington in there, haven't they?
It's a well worth a visit. It's a long way.
Well, London Colney's one I'm going to mention too, and also Weybridge Museum, because two very historic. I mean, you get a chance to see three mozzies in the London Colney, I think, now, haven't they?
And if he's interested in cars, which I believe he is.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
Brooklands is a mecca
I know.
for motoring as well as
Yeah.
aviation.
Well, the track itself is steeped in history, isn't it?
on that track as best
Have
as
you
can,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a small section of it.
Do you remember it was on television a couple of years ago when they did that model railway?
Yeah.
And they did it
Yes.
from Brooklands. It went
Yeah.
through people's gardens as well,
Yeah.
didn't it, actually?
Anyway,
Amazing.
It's good to get together again. isn't
It is,
Harry?
it certainly
Yeah,
is, like
yeah.
old days. I've just had a good chat to Pete,
Yeah.
and he's doing well, isn't he, for his age?
Yes, yeah. And then
Pete and
Pete Pingram.
Pete Pingham and Pete Owen. I've just spoken to both of them.
Yeah.
Lovely to catch up with them again.
Yeah.
They're both looking well.
Yeah. Well, I'm pleased that you've made it because we would have come here tomorrow because when we go to Fairford,
Yeah.
there's some friends from Wales that we always meet at Fairford and they're coming up, but they can only come tomorrow.
Oh, what a
And
shame,
tomorrow,
yeah.
Our daughter Nicola, she got
Yeah.
a job at a museum and they've
Yeah.
got an exhibition of photography and paintings, which is
Oh, wonderful.
And it's an open day tomorrow, so we
Yes.
committed. We couldn't come here to.
Is this a museum in the
It's the
Tamworth
Museum
area?
of Cannock Chase. It was an old mining.
What a lovely
community.
job to have a job
It
in a
was
museum.
RAF
Yeah.
Ednesford, which was where a lot
Oh,
of
wasn't
the
it? Yeah.
thousands of the recruits.
Yeah.
There's nothing there now apart the
That'll
outlines of
be,
the building.
yeah,
But it tells you the history of that. It tells you the history of the mining.
yeah.
And lots of Strategy of Wildlife put forward the competition for people to paint,
Yeah.
sketch, photograph,
Oh, that's,
build dioramas or anything, and they've got this exhibition which tomorrow is. Me and our Susan have entered.
you're going to enjoy that. I'd enjoy something like that, actually. It's
There
great,
again,
isn't it?
if you and Laurie are out this way again, it's a lovely little museum.
Yeah.
Little cafe there, have a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Lovely part of the world, and that. But that's
Well, this is a
another
lovely end of the year thing to come to, because
Yeah.
we've been to several shows this year and that, and
Yeah.
we're going to. Lloyd's got a trip in the Lanc next year, ground running it, when
Yeah.
he's got a birthday present coming up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do, that's my sketching day.
Ah, yeah.
I'm going to take my sketching stuff and do sketches.
It's nice to see the LVG, but again, sad that it never
It's
fly again.
sadness steeped in the fact that it's going to be preserved.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I was thinking of that day at Farnborough.
Yeah.
And I turned round, and there was a lorry, and on
Yeah.
the back was a mangled wing.
Bulldog.
It was a bulldog.
Yeah.
And
That was, of
dead
course, the
stick
start
on
of
me.
this. Do you fly an aeroplane or do
Yes.
you preserve it? And that caused a lot of problems with the Shuttleworth as well, didn't it? But the thing is, we've got to keep history alive, and this is the way to do it through preservation, isn't it?
Of
Really.
course, with this scheme where they've got these apprentices here,
That is
it's
absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm a great believer in passing the skills on. Unless we do it now, Dave, it'll never be done, will it?
No.
There's a heck of a lot of work being done on
So
this.
when you're finished in here,
Okay.
and it's not too far to walk, and sometimes they will open the door. As you walked
Yeah.
along, you saw a hunter.
I saw
on a
it. Yeah, I
stand.
saw it.
That's one of these.
It got some. It looked like a swordy cereal on the back.
Yeah, I
It
think
was
it's
strange.
Oman. The
Is it?
Omanis
Right.
presented it to the RAF Museum.
You'll have to do me a list, Dave, of what
Yeah.
we've seen today,
Yeah,
because
yeah, okay.
I'm only
Will
doing
do,
the
yeah.
camera work.
Yeah.
So
So the Omani hunter was
yeah.
given to the RAF Museum and they had it on display up a pole at Hendon.
Yeah.
And then about 3
Oh, I remember the one on the
ago,
pole. Was that the one, is it?
that's a
Yeah.
different one. That was an Armani
Yeah.
one, and they brought it here. I don't think they quite know what to do with it.
Well, we're due for a visit. That's another thing. Next year,
Yeah.
we were just talking today about what we're going to go next year. We're going to go to East Kirkby. We're going to do the Cosford LMA Day, which is well worth it. We're going to go to Western Park. Last year was washed out. It was a virtual disaster. But we shan't be going to North Wheel. North Wheel was too far to go. And
Yeah.
for what was there, to be honest,
Yeah.
it wasn't really worth it. But this, these are unique chance to see these,
Did you
aren't they?
done fly on Wellington?
Yeah, he flew Wellingtons and Hampdens, yeah. And I've got a Wellington model made, the one that was given to me, that's going to go on show at the VE Day next year for the Jockey Club. We're putting a lot of work into that. We've got nearly 30 World War II aeroplanes to display. We've got all the placards made, we've got to make wheel chocks and everything. But yeah, brilliant. And we've got the Lancaster flying over as well, Dave. Yeah, PA 474 is coming over, weather permitting. Yeah, because as you know, you can actually put a request in now to the Battle of Britain Memorial Flyer.
Nicholas Museum.
Yeah,
They've had the Hurricane and Spitfire.
and what a good way for the public seeing these things, aren't they? But we're following the East Kirkby Lank with great interest.
Oh yeah.
The money, they've had a few setbacks. They've got to get this skin in for the wings, and it's costing thousands to do it. But they've got good supporters, Dave. Excellent.
Did you notice as you walk through the Catalina is outside?
And the Neptune as well. I remember walking the Neptune when it was in a very bad state.
Yeah. We had a tag visit years ago, and
Yeah.
we went through and
Ah.
out the door was a cloud of flies, thousands of flies had bred, and when they
Oh,
opened
I'm
the
not
door,
surprised. Yeah.
it was like a cloud of locusts.
Well, it's like my shed. When I clean it out, I get all wasps in there. It must be a very tightly knit crew here. They're doing the restoration, I should think.
Yes.
Do you remember Ray Funnell, Dave?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, Ray Funnell, when I went down to Cardington, that was the last time I went to Cardington, and I went with the express purpose of photographing some of Harold Towner's old models.
Yeah.
And Ray Funnell, you know, he got them out for me and already laid out on the table. Yeah. Very cosy, isn't it, in there? I wouldn't like to be in there for fighting a war, would you? The thing is, what people don't realise
They were
is
smaller than us, but
how sharp these aircraft were. You could cut yourself quite easily just moving around in them. No, very claustrophobic. Not if you.
On these long trips over Germany,
Yeah.
obviously there was an Elson toilet, but
Yes.
all the rigmaroles trying to get
Oh gosh, yeah, yeah,
just to feed themselves
yeah.
in the cold.
The thing was, Dave, they didn't want to wriggle out there and exactly.
closed as well.
But the other, yeah, closed up. Yeah.
So he wouldn't have his chute on.
No.
Got to get out to put
No.
his chute on.
Yeah. Pretty horrible job, really.
And that's before you put the guns in.
And that's
and
before
the
you put
ammo.
the guns in, the ammo, and then
So
yeah.
that's cosy.
And if anything happens, you're in there bleeding to death. You've had it until you land, and that's it.
Well, they can't. Yeah, because tail end Charlie. Isn't it?
Yeah, Talon Charlie's a vulnerable spot, isn't he? He used to have a thing, Dave. I was telling Laurie about to bring it home to you about the horrors of war. When they had an aircraft shot up, and somebody in a rear turret like that, they got the aircraft down. They immediately took it into an hangar. They hosed it down, and the reason being, there's a thing called LMF, lack of moral fibre, and it's like a disease. If the crew got wind of and worried about all this, the whole squadron would be like worried about it. So there was great awareness of lack of moral fibre, and the fact you go back to your supper, as they all did. All the bomber crews went out for supper. Bacon and eggs, it was a regular thing, and you saw empty seats, and you can imagine your friends that didn't return. So it just brings the horrors of, and this is why we've never got to forget these guys and what they did, because it was important work at the time, wasn't it? Living history, Dave, isn't it? See, RDM2, that's Matt Black called RDM2. RDM2 was anti-reflective searchlight paint, So when the searchlight hit it, it didn't give back, it didn't bounce back any reflection, you see. A special paint developed by Dockers again, the paint manufacturers. And of course, the thing they feared most was fire. You got a fire in the air with something like a Wellington, with all that fabric and all that fuel, and it can become a flaming coffin, literally. And they all feared fire. You can imagine shutting an engine down on a Wellington. They struggled on one engine. You've only got to see locally Wellesbourne where there's lots of crashes on takeoff, where Wellington's losing an engine towards the woods there and crashing in the woods. But, and yeah.